And like I like the way you said it too, where it can be like situational of like princess treatment, whereas like I know many women there, whereas like they literally turn their brain off in certain circumstances. Like, so, my girl, we was talking about this recently because, we got a trip coming up and she like, yeah, so, I'll book it, but you set up everything while we there and what we doing, whatever, like the flights and like she's picked a resort, everything else for us, how we getting there, what we doing when we get there, how long we staying. That's on me. And she like this, this the place we want.
Yeah.
Now do the rest. And it's like,
she's seeing herself taking pictures.
Yeah, she know we gonna be there and everything gonna be taken care of and it's done. Like the brain is off. So it's like that's a sense you did your part as the queen to where we going. This is where you want to go. Yeah. We agree. Cool. I got it from here and we good.
And to your point though, like this, I've said it before, but like something I want to just reiterate is like, when a woman turns her brain off, that's when she feels the most secure. Because if she's sitting there trying to solve the problems and create the solutions and, always got an opinion or advice or a suggestion, that means she's still in trying to protect herself mode through the situation because she don't believe that you got it fully under control. Now, this doesn't mean that some women that just give ideas all think like this, but I'm just saying in the grand scheme of things, when a woman is truly in a space of you making her feel safe and secure, you'll see how much common sense is lacking because it's like she ain't even thinking. She just letting you whatever you say. No, and it's like that's why as men, to be honest, it's like it's imperative for us to have a direction because if you get a woman to get to that state, you want to know where you're going because
that's a fact. That's a fact.
If you get her there and you don't know where you're going, and then you leave her there, for one, she ain't probably gonna ever get back to that state with you, and then because they are quick to remember and slow to forgive, they probably gonna take that into the next situation and then not trust the next man's leadership, all because they allowed themselves to get into that state of bliss and a man just let them into a brick wall type shit. So, we like, but I feel like that's a part of the pro princess treatment because again, they get to feel like, everything is handled, like you said, Q, and I don't gotta worry about nothing. I'm just out here and I'm safe and I'm secure and I could just exist. Like how fucking toddlers be.
Right. And it's also crazy, like the backfire of the princess treatment type shit being put up is like when I feel you could probably touch on this as well, when they like kind of end up it backfires and they resent it at a certain point because they take it for granted.
100%.
I was talking to my man recently and his girl never worked or whatever, and she was kind of she was projecting her insecurity onto him because she's talking about like some of his friends include me, like our girls got certain careers and shit like that, nurses, engineers, and business consultant, shit like that, whatever. And she was like, yeah, I know you probably look down on me because all your friends, girls do such and such, whatever. And he was just like, what he wanted to say to her was like, bitch, just get a job. I don't need you to be an astronaut for real. How are you resenting me because you didn't want to work and I allowed it and we just cool with it.
My God.
Like you talking about because you insecure because my friends bitches make money and this and that. Bitch, go work at Target or something. Listen, like just do something.
When we say you don't have to work, it don't mean we don't want you to work. We're saying you don't have to. A lot of women are in predicaments where they have to work to survive. They have to pay their bills. They don't have nobody they can rely on, depend on, or call on. So if you get with a man and we like, look, you don't got to worry about that. Like, I don't care what you do for a living. That's basically saying I have that under control. That doesn't mean that you have to work. I mean, that we don't want you to work, but it also mean that you don't have to work. Like, you don't have to scratch to survive to figure it out. We'll figure out the hard parts. But if you got things that you want and I can't give it to you at the time you want it, then feel free to go get a job. If you got to pick your job either based on the purpose that you want to serve and fulfill within self, or the money that you want to make to take care of your vices and extracurricular activities that we just quite frankly don't want to take care of. You follow what I'm saying? So it's like, what y'all got to understand is y'all say like, all right, yeah, I'm dealing with somebody and they don't want me to work, but I can't just solely rely on a man. No, we ain't saying we don't want you to work. We're saying you don't have to work. Meaning like, I got the big bills. If you got little extra things, your maintenance and the things you want to do, go grab your job. We don't give a fuck, like you said, if it's Target, Dunkin' Donuts, Walmart, because we don't choose women based on their career. We choose women based on the value they add to us. See, y'all got to stop thinking that we date y'all the way y'all date us. When we date a woman, we don't say, what type of car she drive? What she do for a living? What's her bank account? Like, we don't think about that. We don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, we don't even really care about, when it comes to seriously pursuing you, the physical. Like, nobody like, yo, I ass fat, marry her. Like, a nigga ain't never say, oh, she got a fat ass, I'm marrying her. No, we marry the mindset and the ass set. We don't marry none of that other stuff. So when y'all thinking about it and y'all looking at it like, oh, well, y'all looking at us how y'all look at us, and we don't view it that way. So stop thinking that if you don't got a certain type of job, or if you're not making a certain amount of money, or if you're not at a certain status, because I could change your life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I could change your life. I don't need you to change my life. I need you to improve me and better my life by being an asset, but I don't need you to change I don't need you to come in. Like, that's, when I say I don't need you to change my life, it's not to say I don't need you to be an asset to my life. I'm saying, like, I can meet a woman that literally works at Walmart, and I can change her life. All she has to do is have a mindset and have potential and be able to develop and grow at a rapid pace. So I'm not looking for a woman that has to be here. But if you're there when I meet you, guess what I'm still going to work on? Your mindset. So eliminate that thought of thinking that when we tell y'all don't have, because then like you said, they resent us. You starting to resent us for you not being where you want because you measuring yourself against people outside the crib. Whole time we a team.
Or even you.
Even for one, that's the... I'm gonna let y'all pass because I'm gonna go all in on that. But just stop measuring yourself the people outside the crib. That's what's hurting you. That couple comparison shit is cooking a lot of relationship because you disregarding what your man is doing, you disregarding what you have, and if you doing that, you disregarding what you have, and y'all looking at what other people have instead of focusing on what y'all trying to build. Y'all are one entity, is a tandem, and is a collective. So don't look at it like, oh, well, you do this and I don't do nothing for a living. No, it's called finding a median. It's a median. If your man makes this and you don't work or don't make what he make, but you add this value, it creates a balance to create a healthy lifestyle. The people that y'all could be watching after could be in a way worse position than y'all, but you looking from the outside and thinking that they got something better because it's two people with a career and you don't have a career. Whole time that they probably want what y'all got because women getting up to work don't even want to fucking work.
And you said something big, bro. You said we a team.
Team.
It's crazy because I just had this conversation with my ex not too long ago. Like, yo, all I cared about is let's just come as partners.
Yeah.
Whatever communication, whatever you lacking, I got you.
Yeah.
And because whatever's going on in this world, I'm gonna take care of everything else at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I just need you to be next to me and make sure if I'm against the whole world, that I know you got.
I got my back. That's all I
you
got.
got my
Last
back.
thing I need to worry about.
Ask for you.
Last thing I need to
You
worry
ain't
about.
got to make whatever amount. You ain't got. Just again, bring value, help. I mean,